On Sunday evening, a man walked into a mosque in Quebec City and opened fire as evening prayers were taking place. At this time, it's reported that 6 people have been killed in the shooting and 19 others have been injured. The suspect has been identified as Unruhe, who is 27 years old and is a student at Laval University, who lived on a quiet street, a crescent in a Cabrouge suburb of Quebec City. Initially, it was claimed that there was more than one shooter in the incident, but police have since dismissed this, saying that the person they had originally stopped was just a witness to the event. Bissonnette has been identified as a right-wing extremist who has given support for U.S. President Donald Trump. The terrorist organization is the Israeli Defense Force. He was also a supporter of the white nationalist group Parti Québécois, who called for a French-only state separate from the rest of Canada. In addition, he was a supporter of Richard Dawkins, the controversial, often Islamophobic atheist advocate. A childhood friend and fellow student told the Globe and Mail, a Canadian newspaper, that Bissonnette had become a xenophobe and was enthralled by racist nationalism. Early reports indicate that the shooting had been carried out by a man of Moroccan descent. The police said they did arrest such an individual, but he was only a witness to the event, not the perpetrator. Now, despite this correction, right-wing news, particularly in the United States, Fox News, continued to push the idea that it was a Muslim who had shut up the mosque and not a white, right-wing, white supremacist. So despite the fact that what they had reported was proven to be false, they continued to report it anyway, and continued the false claim that somebody had screamed Allah Akbar when the shooting took place. As of this time, there's no solid evidence that such a phrase was actually spoken, and it was certainly not spoken by the perpetrator himself. Even after it was reported to not be a Muslim shooter, right-wing extremist media in Canada called the Rebel Media, which is made up of people of the former Sun News network, continued to insist that the shooter was Muslim. They even went so far as to claim that the media was lying to cover up the fact that the shooter was Muslim, when in fact he was not Muslim at all. He was a white, right-wing extremist. This does indeed show that such right-wing extremism, racist xenophobia, is certainly alive and well in Canada, and that Canada is by no means immune from such antisocial and frankly psychotic behavior. It should be noted that there was a great deal of forces that led this man to carry out the attack he did. He was reportedly very pro-Israel, very anti-Muslim, and very pro-Trump. This kind of whole right-wing extremist alt-right ideology is the main factor into why he carried out this attack. I would also like to make a side note that despite the severe restrictions that Canadians have on guns, this shooting still took place. Now, of course, these shootings are significantly less than what happens in the United States, but we're also 1/10 the size. But again, this shows that the election of Donald Trump has certainly emboldened racist forces right across the Western world, and that this individual carrying out this crime is definitely linked to the rise of right-wing extremism in the United States. Thank you for watching. If you like this program, then please head over to my Patreon page and set up a monthly donation. It's your donations that keep this program running. Also, if you would like, please rate, comment, subscribe, and share in various social media.